this? Okay, good. That's what we need is energy. Hey! Oh my gosh. Thank you. That was too much. That was way too much. This is good. Well, this is very nice. Nice to see old friends here. We were just trying to figure out how long ago it's been. It's crazy. And I just realized the other day, too, I've been doing this for 25 years. And it's like, I just thought to myself, I feel good, but I look great. But I'm going to use that line. This is good. Take notes here. So like I said, we're going to do a little warm-up trick. I always like to start off the show whenever I do these in person with something people never have seen before. I think I've done it. I'll show it to you. This is kind of exciting. It would be this item right here. Oh, this is going to be a good audience. I haven't done anything yet. That's amazing. Okay, good. You picked the right people. Now, whenever I would bring this out, I would let people guess as to what they thought this might be. I've stopped doing that because it's come to my attention over the years. I've heard some interesting guesses. I did this for a family show, and there's a kid that said, "I know what that is. That's one of those old-fashioned hand choppers, right?" And I thought, actually, you know what? To be honest, that kid is a sicko. I mean, something's wrong with him. Because if you look at this, it looks like a board with a circle. This is not a board with a circle. This is a black hole. Anything you put inside of here disappears into another dimension. The other day, for example, I reached inside of here and put this little white ball inside of there just like that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, Matt Dunn. Yeah. I put it into the hole like this. I snapped my fingers and gave it a shake. The shake is the key part, and it completely disappeared into the other dimension. To get it back out, all I have to do is reach right back through the hole and pull the ball out like that. Now, I was doing this a couple of months ago for a group, and there was a nice young girl in the audience. She was very polite. She raised her hand. She said, "Hey, how come when you put your hand through the hole, that doesn't disappear into the other dimension?" Wait, I thought that was a tremendous question, and I genuinely felt horrible when I ejected her from her own bat mitzvah. Now, let's say you ever find one of these things, you got to be careful. Pick something. If you can't get it back, it's not going to be a big deal. Take it, place it in the hole like this, snap the fingers, and give it a shake, and it disappears into the other dimension. To get it back out, you have to hold the board like this. You cannot hold it like that. That's not going to go well. It has to be held more in this position. Otherwise, you can't reach right back through and pull the ball out like that. Did you see that? You got to watch carefully because you've seen what happens when the ball goes through in this direction. But when the ball goes through in the opposite direction, it completely changes the molecules, so much so it becomes much softer and turns into an egg just like that. Come on, folks, look at that. Hey! Magic. Thank you. Well, there, you guys are great. This is going to be a good
Our thanks to Matt Dunn for providing such a magical segue into our evening tonight. Hopefully, you got a taste of the amazing magic to come. Good evening. My name is Lisa Cicini, Executive Director for the Foundation for Eden Prairie Schools, and your host for tonight. I'm excited to welcome you to the third annual Red and Black Gala, virtual style. As many of you know, the Foundation for Eden Prairie Schools, or better known as FEPS, was formed in 1998 by a group of Eden Prairie High School alumni who were passionate about furthering their support of students, administrators, and staff in order to build on the district's legacy of excellence. The primary beneficiary of FEPS funding is the Eden Prairie School District, and it is used for innovative programs and initiatives that serve the needs of all of our students, staff, and families in the district. Since its inception, FEPS has awarded over $1.2 million, and those dollars were directed towards student scholarships, teacher classroom grants, and community grants. Last year alone, FEPS awarded community grants in the amount of $18,000 to deserving organizations serving our Eden Prairie students and awarded over $36,000 in teacher classroom and staff grants for a total of over $54,000 in grant giving. In addition, last year, FEPS provided over $60,000 in student scholarships to 27 Eden Prairie High School seniors pursuing post-secondary education. And this year, we're excited to announce that FEPS has added 2 more student scholarships, which will reach an additional 4 students. Thanks to your generous financial support this evening, FEPS is well on its way to reaching its $1.3 million mark for giving. So thank you in advance for making dreams come true. FEPS works very closely with the Eden Prairie School District to ensure that our funds and activities align with the needs of the district. Here is Dr. Josh Swanson, Superintendent, saying a few words about that unique connection.
Thank you, Lisa, and a big shout out to all of the volunteers and community leaders who have helped put this on tonight. It's wonderful to be back together with FEPS and with all of you who've turned out virtually to be a part of this evening. Thanks to Matt for sharing his magic with us tonight. I love the first trick that he showed. You know, it's always a little dangerous bringing a superintendent to a magic show. We always have a few things that we maybe want to have disappear, like COVID for one, and maybe he has a magic trick for that, or inflation as we're experiencing all this. So maybe I can get some help from him as we go through the evening. But in all seriousness, we have a lot to be grateful for here in Eden Prairie. The support of our community, along with each of you here tonight, are a big reason we're one of Minnesota's top school districts. And we've been able to maintain that high level of success even through the challenges of the pandemic. I know this year will go down as one of the most important years in our history. We opened a renovated central middle school with 6th graders joining their elementary peers, or their middle school peers. Our little Eagles are now in preschool at our neighborhood elementary schools. We've updated furniture and designs in classrooms across the district that support the type of learning experience that we want for our students. And over several years here, we've continuously updated our safety and security infrastructure. Every bit of that is a credit to our public and really a tradition of support from our community. Our staff have been hard at work implementing Designing Pathways vision and that academic experience that was defined by our community through our engagement processes back in 2016 and 2017. One key piece to this academic vision is increasing choice for our students through authentic learning experiences. And I've really been excited this year to get to talk a number of times about our Pathways courses that give students a taste of possible careers and provide exploration into areas of current or possible future interest, maybe interests that they didn't even know about. FEPS has been one of our most important innovation partners for a long time. And as several of our teachers wanted to test and new and creative ideas in their classroom, FEPS often steps up and provides important seed money to teachers to expand possibilities for our students. Right now, FEPS has been accelerating some of our Pathways classes through grants to teachers and classrooms. Some teachers at CMS were really looking for a way to bring more engineering experience to their students. FEPS supported those innovative teachers with a grant for 3D printers this year. And our middle school students are learning about the design and thinking process and how they can apply that learning in ways that really mirrors industrial design. So think about the engineers, designers, and scientists who will be inspired because of what they learn at CMS, in large part because of the support from FEPS. I want to share a little more through a video and the voice of one of our teachers as they bring this forward at CMS. So.
From my experience working in other school districts, I've noticed a difference in Eden Prairie schools and the community in how they like to support teachers and their ability to give students experiences using new and 21st century equipment. 3D printers have become an industry equipment used through a variety of manufacturing careers. All industries are using them to learn how to prototype and create things that have never been created before. They are the fastest and most affordable way to design and create prototypes. So students are able to see how their own prototypes can then be turned from an idea into an actual product. Students are able to then use the skills that they learn in these courses and bring them to courses at the high school level, where we also have 3D printers, and then beyond when they get into post high school career options or school options, they'll already know how to use industry equipment.
So the donations that you make tonight go directly to support our teachers and staff and our students. And it's opportunities like this that set Eden Prairie schools apart from other school districts. Through your support, our students have unmatched opportunities here at Eden Prairie. Thank you for being here tonight, and I hope you'll join me in sharing your generosity this evening as well. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Dr. Swanson, thank you so much for being part of our Red and Black Gala this evening. FEPS appreciates the support you and your staff provide to us year-round. So now let's get the night rolling. It is my pleasure to introduce you to our extraordinary entertainer, magician Matt Dunn, who is going to keep you asking yourself, how did he do that for the rest of the evening? Matt Dunn may be a name you know from his 25-year career entertaining as a comedy magician around the Twin Cities. He started out performing at the tender age of 6 and currently performs full-time, year-round, all over Minnesota and the Midwest, having racked up over 5,000 magic show performances. He regularly appears as a guest on KARE 11, KSTP, Twin Cities Live, as well as adorns magazine covers and billboards all over Minneapolis and St. Paul. Now, you might ask yourself how FEPS was so lucky to lure Matt, as busy as he is, into our event tonight. And that is because we were blessed to have a wonderful FEPS supporter as Jeff Prouty and the Prouty Project, who is our gala entertainment sponsor for this evening. I've heard some people say that the Prouty Project provides magical transformations for their clients. So it was very appropriate for them to make Matt's magic possible for you, our viewers this evening. Please check out the Prouty Project website, proutyproject.com, to learn more about their strategic planning and leadership development consulting. Now, without further ado, please help me welcome the Twin Cities' busiest magician, magician Matt Dunn.
So we ready for this? Okay, wow. Hey, thank you. Holy moly. Well, how about this foundation for Eden Prairie Schools? This is pretty good. It's a virtual magic show. Let me begin by reminding all of our viewers at home that there are no refunds. But this is so nice to at least have a little bit of a live audience here in the Matt Dunn Theater. Last year when I did virtual shows, there was nobody, and I couldn't, the way we had it set up, I couldn't hear people laughing, I couldn't hear people clapping. It was actually very similar to my regular show. But I do like to get volunteers once in a while to help out during the show, and I'm wondering if maybe this nice lady right here, would you mind helping me with a trick? Let's give her some encouragement as she comes on up. Look at this. She's stunned. None of this was prearranged. Tell me your first name again.
Kristen.
Thank you, Kristen. You were a good sport. This is very nice of you. Never fun to be plucked out of the audience here. Congratulations on everything that's been done so far for the evening. This is all looking good. It's come to my attention at the Matt Dunn Magic Show that people love the animals. Usually in the animal, I have all the classics, the doves and the rabbits and the orangutans. And I thought I need a new animal in my show. So I went to a farm. I started kind of looking around. I found just the perfect new animal. Kristen, yes. She's here tonight. I'll have you take maybe a little more step to the right. This is not quite her stage debut, but it's pretty close. Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure, it's Gretchen the chicken. Look at that. Come on. This is great. What did I charge for this? Run the credit card again. This is amazing. Kristen have you ever worked with a chicken before?
More or less.
More or less. I've never had that answer before. Wow, that's interesting. I'm not going to dig further. Kristen, stay right there. Let me get her out here. I think this will be perfect. Sounds like you have some experience here. Get her out here. Look at this. Oh, boy. This isn't that nice? Oh, boy. She got a little excited there. Excuse me. We'll edit that out of the tape. Look at that. She had a little Chipotle. Oh, no. Give her a little pet right in the feathers and then nice. Brr. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize. I have difficulty controlling myself. Ask anyone. I'm so sorry. No. So there she is. So I said to the farmer, Christian, I said, well, now this is exciting. What can Gretchen do? And he said, nothing. Absolutely zero. He said, in particular, Matt, she can't fly. So he said, if you're planning on doing one of those bird acts like you see at the zoo where they fly in from overhead and a couple of hair pieces go missing, then it's not going to happen. I said, well, then that's the challenge. Gretchen is going to be the first flying chicken. She's going to fly so fast and so quickly, kaboom, you're not even going to see her. You're going to help me out with this. I'm going to tell you what to do the entire time. Stay right there. And I said earlier, actually, I didn't say it at all. We magicians, we have our special boxes, very important here to our secrets. Here's a little special box I used for this one. And I thought to maybe make the show seem a little more exciting, I'd put on some music. I went to iTunes and typed in chicken. And this is what came up. That's oh, and the bucket. Kristen, stay right there. You're already doing great. Don't move. Oh, boy. That's pretty good. Got this from the farmer here. Uses this to feed all of his animals. Empty bucket, empty bucket, empty bucket. Kristen, you reach inside the bottom of the bucket, touch the bottom of the bucket. Empty bucket. Oh, she has a bucket phobia. Good for you. Oh, boy, it's going to be a lot of counseling. Very good. Give the bucket a big hug, all the arms all the way around there like that. That's very good. You keep smiling. We're going to use this as a still for the whole program. Thank you. For next year's flyer. That's great. Maybe one more half step to the right. Right there. That's very good. Okay. Kristen, you get ready. Gretchen, you get mentally prepared. Look at this. Oh, look at this. She already knows exactly where she's going. Look at the neck to eye coordination. Unbelievable. Go like this. And hop. There we go. And hop. Oh, 1 second here. Oh, boy, folks. Okay, we might have to reshoot this portion. 1 second here. Look at that. And magic. Gretchen has totally flown the coop. And it's flown all the way. Hey, that's not Gretchen. Yo, there's the rabbit. Let's go over here. Let's see if she may lay this. Open it up. Here she is. Hey, look at that. Come on. Wow. Nice job. Right back to your seat. There you go. Come on. Nice job. There you go. Right back to your seat. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, I was in the live audience for that trick, and it has literally kept me up nights trying to figure out how he did that. I even asked Kristen if she felt any movement whatsoever in the bucket, and she said no, and remains baffled to this day. Now, I'd like to let you know about a little magic FEPS provides each year to our students. For those of you who are wondering what FEPS does with all of that tax-deductible donation you make to our organization, let me provide a brief overview of two of our main initiatives, student scholarships and community grants. FEPS is the administrator of almost a dozen scholarships each year, which provides a significant amount of money to help students offset their college tuition expense. Imagine that family who has never had a single person with the financial opportunity to attend post-secondary education, or the gifted student that dreams of becoming a doctor but cannot afford college, making a college education seem so unachievable. This year, FEPS added 4 new student scholarship opportunities, which means that 31 students will receive a FEPS scholarship to help them in achieving their dreams. When you make a donation, their college dream will become a reality. FEPS also uses our funds to support other organizations in the community. Do you ever think there are so many needs requiring financial help here in Eden Prairie, but I can't afford to fund every organization? Do you wish you could make an impact in the community by providing basic needs like nourishment, school supplies, or emotional support for students going through a rough time? FEPS is proud to work with and fund many community organizations through our FEPS community grants. Through a generous donation to FEPS, you are placing that backpack full of new school supplies onto a little kindergartner for their first day of school, or providing that first book to every first grader in the district that many students tell us they will treasure forever, or making your dollar matter by providing counselors to students in an emotional or physical crisis, or finally, having a great feeling knowing that you have somehow helped that graduating senior achieve the joy of moving their tassel from right to left to mark their successful educational journey. You have the ability to touch every student and their family through this one donation to FEPS that we help disseminate throughout the community. I'll touch on a couple more FEPS initiatives later in the program, but right now we are heading back to Matt with another round of magic. Take it away, Matt.
Okay. How about that one? That was pretty good. Is that okay? Kristen, that was very good. Kristen just became a vegetarian. Well, look at this, folks. He makes an appearance at every Matt Dunn Magic Show. It's Houdini the rabbit. Would you like to see another trick with the rabbit? Yeah. That's not going to happen. Well, let's do this here. With Kristen, it was so nice. She did such a nice job. I think we need to get another volunteer. I'm wondering if maybe this nice lady in the front row, they made a bad choice. Come on over. Thank you. Your name is?
Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie. Very nice of you as well. Wonderful. Carrie, when I was a little kid, not only did I like magic tricks, I really liked Halloween. I don't know if anyone else here likes Halloween. Right? Mm-hmm. I still go trick-or-treating. People say to me, they go, "Where are your children?" I say, "Just give me the Snickers." And now, Carrie, not only do I do magic shows, but during October, I'm one of these crazy lunatic people that decorate their yard for Halloween. I even do the inside of the house. People come through the house. It's not safe. And during the year, Carrie, I am always looking for scary things to add to my collection. And last year, someone said, "Matt, you know what you should do? Something small." Do you remember in kindergarten when you had to reach behind a curtain and feel gross stuff? And it's noodles and spaghetti, and you have no clue. I said, let's do that. But it's the real stuff. Ooh. Worms, cockroaches, spiders, snakes, birds. And I thought, I can't use my animals. Do you know what I'm saying? The rabbit, you just saw him. He's adorable. The chicken, you saw a moment ago, delicious. I have to get something else. Now, first of all, Carrie, do you like scary things?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay, jackpot. And see, that's why I looked at the audience, and I wanted to pick someone, and it is filming, because it's going to go viral. Take a little step over here. I'm going to get it out. We're doing this a little differently today here, because we do have a live audience for this one. I'm going to show this to you. If you know anything about these little buggers, they're very, very fast. And I'll explain what's going on. It's a little tiny... Oh, here we go. Okay. It's a little tiny mongoose. There he is. You can see him wiggling his tail. I'll explain what's going on. I'm going to teach you all a little card trick you can do with the cards they gave you. See him writing this little thing, writing the little... Did we get it? We got it? Easily top 10. Top 10. You can't see it off camera. This woman over here almost leapt over the seats. She choked another audience member. As I should have had. You should have been up here. That was good. Wow, you did great. That was good. And I got it right in the neck. And I did this 2 weeks ago. It hit a lady right in the neck. She trapped it. It looked like it was chewing on her. People were screaming. It was very entertaining. Very, very fun. Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. I'm sorry. But I have more where that came from. Let's, okay, that was a joke. I'm sorry, not sorry. The real scary thing is this item right here. Now, I realize that this does not look very frightening, but this is some of what I have in my home during October. Not only do I have skeletons and Frankenstein and Bigfoot, I have old things, antiques and geriatrics. And last year, someone brought this. I go, that's great. Just put it over there. We did that. And then let me tell you something, Carrie. Weird things started to happen with this table. I brought the table. I brought some music. You're here. We're going to see if we get something strange to happen. Now, in just a minute, not right now, I'm going to have you hold on to these two corners of the tablecloth. And at some point, I'm going to say, Carrie, let go of the tablecloth. When I say let go, get away from the table. Remember with the mongoose when you screamed and shaved off 5 years of your life? That's what you do. Okay? Stay right there. Don't move. Can we get something spooky from the sound booth? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's very good. All right, Carrie, you hold on to your two corners of the tablecloth. Stand up tall, feet together. Okay? Square up with me. And what I want you to do, Carrie, is not so much as look at the table, but keep your attention on this candlestick right here. You hold on to your two corners. I'm going to hold on to mine. We're going to see if we can get something strange to happen. Never heard an adult woman cry like that. Carrie, are you wearing a diaper? Okay, I am. Okay, lift up the tablecloth, take a little peek. Okay, let go, release, let go. That was very good. Carrie! Carrie! Right there. Thank you. Right there. The bathroom is around the corner. Let's try that again. That was pretty good. Look at that, folks. Come on. Well, once again, thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the donations you're going to give. It means a lot to the school. It helps them out so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening, folks. There you go. Thank you.
sure hope you are all enjoying some of the fun magic tricks Matt has brought to you tonight. I am loving watching some of the Proudy Project team participate in these amazing illusions. And stay tuned, because at the end of the show, Matt agreed to break the rules of a magician by disclosing how he performs his last trick. So if you purchased a party pack, locate the deck of cards and have them ready. Each year, FEPS accepts teacher grant proposals for classroom projects and curriculum. Students aren't the only ones who dream of a great education. Teachers do as well. Teachers are always searching for creative and innovative ways to convey a concept to their students. They take on the challenge of making learning a hands-on experience and building the knowledge and character of our future leaders. In many cases, these great ideas are one step short of being implemented due to a lack of funding. Not that those ideas aren't worthy or the technology isn't necessary, but rather funding just isn't available or gets shifted to another area. Yes, our dedicated teachers do purchase lots of these items on their own, and many do it without any hope of reimbursement. But sometimes even then the needs are out of financial reach. That's where FEPS enters the picture. Through your generous donation to FEPS, we turn around and fund those great ideas for the classroom. While FEPS provides the funding, your donation puts a smile on that child's face and allows a teacher to teach.
My Book Day program has an influence that actually touches all of the students that are in every classroom, including Eden Prairie Online. The My Book Day program is about teaching the love of reading and then giving each student a book to take home with themselves and share with their family and actually advance their reading skills. We have this historic program that has all this wonderful entertainment that occurs, and COVID comes along. Josh and his team gathered together to provide their insights on how we were going to proceed to get My Book Day done during COVID. And it turned out to be a smashing success. And he said, turns out I've got a bunch of buses and bus drivers that we can put to work to do that. Anytime I have an opportunity to speak with a Eden Prairie high school student, I ask the question whether or not they remember My Book Day. And I get responses that are almost always exactly the same, which is, I remember my book, I remember that day, I remember the characters of the play, I remember sharing the book over and over and over again throughout that year. I still know where that book is. I love my book.
I applied for a grant to provide a set of rich, diverse books for every classroom at our Little Eagles preschool. I was awarded enough money to buy 26 sets of 50 books each, which I got to deliver to my fellow teachers, and they were just so delighted to have these books for their students. Books play an important role in teaching young children in a way that students can really understand and relate to. Stories with diverse characters can affirm the multiple aspects of students' identities, which also builds their confidence and self-esteem. But most importantly, these books have really helped me teach compassion, empathy, and gratitude. It's just so wonderful to see these youngest learners dive into a book that has characters that represent our diverse world. Introducing these young people to new cultures and ideas and values will foster a lifelong acceptance of differences.
We applied for a grant to create a new screen printing shop, and we're really excited about all of the new jobs that it'll bring for our students, new opportunities to learn different job skills that they can use. So there are many different jobs inside of the screen printing shop that our students can learn, from learning graphic design to the actual printing process, as well as students interested in the business aspect. Our students can be there from beginning to end and have a product that we can sell to the community. Actually, all of the tassel students helped vote for which design they wanted to see on their first tassel shirt. They chose the design that's on the shirt where it says tassel with Eden Prairie Eagle wings on the sides. I think that it's important for these grants to be offered in Eden Prairie schools because our school district strives for excellence, and we want our students to leave our program with marketable skills that will help them get a job that they will do well and they really love.
We teach creative curriculum for Little Eagles, and the grant provided us the opportunity to get materials and resources in order to more efficiently teach each of the curriculum studies. Kids love new things. There's nothing better you can say. Not having the same materials and continuing to reuse the same materials, it shows that excitement. It lets them learn in a different, new way. And just giving them opportunities to have a chance to use different items, different manipulatives, different toys. It just gives a different feel, different books. No kid likes the same thing, and having different choices allows all kids to find something that they do choose to like. Without the opportunity to get those grants, it's really hard to provide children with the resources to learn in a fun way. Kids learn through joy. You can't force it, but you can teach kids, and giving them the opportunity and the materials to learn in the best way possible with different modes. No kid learns the same way. It's so important in their learning and the development to teach them the love of learning, and it starts at a young age.
These grants are so important for our schools, inspiring each student to learn continuously so that they're empowered to contribute to our ever-changing world.
The grant provided us the opportunity to get materials and resources in order to more efficiently teach each of the curriculum studies.
If you are feeling inspired by the love and dedication these teachers and staff members you just met have for your student, won't you take the time right now to make a donation? It is as easy as pulling out your phone and turning on your phone's camera app. Hold the phone steadily toward the QR code up on your screen and scan it, and then follow the prompts. Our district staff has worked tirelessly throughout the year to keep your children safe and healthy, all while striving for academic success in the classrooms. They will appreciate your generosity. Now we are ready for another magic trick. And to participate at home, get your deck of cards ready. So back to our magical entertainment, magician Matt Dunn.
Okay, before we conclude here, I just have to mention this because this is important. More people need to understand this kind of thing. Who asked me? Somebody in the second row. They said, Matt, will you teach us a trick? Like, teach us how this stuff works. Unfortunately, if you haven't been around the past century, this is how magicians, it's very important to us. We don't reveal our secrets. This is an art, this is a craft, and it's not something we give away for anything. You know what? Let's do a quick teach a trick here. Those of you that got a party pack, in your bag, there is a pack of cards. A pack of cards. I got a pack of cards here myself. Look at that. Unbelievable. And check this out. We're going to do an easy one that you can do. You can do for friends or family, any age. This is a great trick. You can do it at parties and wherever you choose to do this type of thing. You have somebody pick a couple of cards. We'll use these little guys here on the top here. We've got the, what do we have? The 4 and the 2. the 4 and the 2. We're going to pass those out to a couple volunteers. I have you hold on to those. And ladies, if you could just stick your card anywhere into the deck. Stick it in there. Don't let me know where that's going here. Anywhere in there like that. That's very good. Watch. Here we go. No breaks, no holds, nothing fancy. It's into the deck. Watch. Here we go. Very carefully and with a little bit of magic. Hup! Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Right out of the deck. Come on. How about that? How about another $100? Okay. So I'm going to break the rule. I shouldn't do this, and I'm going to teach you how this one works. Okay. What you do is you get another pack of cards. You go to another fundraising gala, and you get another pack. So it's a 2-year deal you've locked into here, and you get duplicates. Okay. We get duplicates, and in the interest of time, I'm going to pretend like these are the duplicates. I'm not going to go through the deck and find them. But what you do is you put one card on the 1, 2 on the bottom, and let's see, the 4 on the top. So that's how you start. And then I'd have my duplicates, pretend like these are your duplicate cards, the same ones, the 2 and the 4, but they're not. And they would sit right on the top as well. Okay, that's how you start. You pull the cards out, and you say, hey, let's do a trick with a couple of cards. Pretend like these are the 2 and the 4. You can have your volunteers hold on to these. They place them into the deck wherever they want. There's 1, there goes 2. Everyone in the audience just figured it out. Now it looks very cool, though, because if you hold the deck with a thumb and some forefingers on the top, you're going to get a nice action here where if you fling it, you're just left with the top and the bottom card. So watch again. There it is. I'm holding it. Give it a little fling, and it looks like you sucked them right out of the middle. This is how I make a living, people. It's just that easy.
Wow. I hope everyone has been able to close their mouths and take a breath. Thank you to magician Matt Dunn for making the night so much fun. And congratulations to any of you who figured out how he accomplished his eye-popping and jaw-dropping magic. If you haven't figured it out already, FEPS loves its teachers, staff, alumni, and volunteers. In fact, in 2008, FEPS developed the Legacy Awards to honor those who are most outstanding in each category. When you see these Legacy Award nominees around the district, please take a moment to recognize and congratulate them for their extraordinary accomplishments. A huge thank you to Eden Prairie Lifestyle for being our Legacy Award sponsor. I don't know about you, but the Eden Prairie Lifestyle magazine has truly become a much anticipated must-read in my household. Feature stories provide a wealth of information about interesting people around the community. Eden Prairie Lifestyle's generous donation made this special tribute to our recipients possible. So sit back and enjoy meeting our 2022 Legacy Award winners.
Welcome to the FEPS Legacy Awards for 2022. Please recognize the award nominees in the category of Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to all of the Teacher of the Year award nominees.
We're actually here to honor Mr. Hansen. He has been nominated as Eden Prairie's Teacher of the Year through FEPS, which is the foundation of Eden Prairie Schools. So is that not cool? Yeah.
You were just named FEPS Legacy Award Teacher of the Year. How do you feel?
I am humbled and grateful. I've been in the district for over 25 years, and I am energized every day I come to this building by the people I work with. There's so many people that are deserving of this award that I work with every day that challenge me and push me to be the best teacher I can possibly be. And so to be recognized like this, I am just humbled and grateful.
Boys and girls, you may stop. Mr. Thielen, we want to congratulate you. You have been named the FEPS Teacher of the Year.
So you found out that you just won Teacher of the Year. How do you feel?
Overwhelmed, surprised, honored, and grateful. I think of the support that I've had. It's a little overwhelming because the list of people that I could thank is significant.
Please recognize the award nominees in the category of Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations to all of the Volunteer of the Year award nominees.
Oh my God. So you have won Volunteer of the Year for the Foundation for Eden Prairie Schools. No. Congratulations. Now I'm going to read some of the nice things people said about you. This says, Crystal has been a member of the Early Childhood PTO leadership team since 2016. She has been president or co-president 3 of the last 4 years. The entire early childhood staff, including the director, are so appreciative of everything she's done.
Thank you so much for this award. I'm flattered that I received this designation of this award. We are so lucky to have so many volunteers in the community helping out all of our students that I feel so fortunate to be recognized in this way.
And you may be looking around the Zoom call wondering why you're here. And it is my honor and privilege to share that you have been named the 2022 FEPS Legacy Award Community Leader of the Year.
And you have been my mentor, my role model in so many capacities, but especially in community-related nonprofit work, which you have done for so long, so skillfully. You offer this humble perspective where you never, ever, ever, ever seek the spotlight. You give it to others, always. And you're an expert. You have vast experience in a million things, but you offer your professional expertise as well. Your wisdom is always offered with tact, so gently, and yet moving the whole group to something that would be way wiser for them to be doing. Your valuing of education really touches my heart too. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you are and all you do.
Thank you, Kathy.
After hearing just a few words, how are you feeling?
I am honored. I am humbled. I love public education. I don't have any quotes. I don't have any more eloquent things to say other than thank you to the 3 of you and thank you to FEPS for this nomination.
Please recognize the award nominees in the category of Staff Member of the Year. Congratulations to all of the Staff Member of the Year award nominees.
But at the heart of all that, really the backbone has been Amy and Tilla. And Amy has been named our Staff Member of the Year for the Eden Prairie Schools.
I'm going to share with you a few quotes that people said about you.
She has gone above and beyond the call of duty in helping numerous multicultural families understand COVID policy, quarantine, and testing procedures. I have too many examples to just name one. With all the chaos of COVID, I can imagine Amy's job being very stressful and challenging to navigate school policies and potential differing opinions on the policies. Amy has not complained once and continues to work so hard to make sure all Oak Point staff, families, and community are up to date with need-to-know information. I realize so many people have done so much during this time, but I cannot imagine anyone more deserving of this recognition than Amy Antilla.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling surprised and honored and humbled to have been even nominated, but let alone to win. And I just thinking about how much I really enjoy working for these two schools and the wonderful team of people that we have in this building.
Martin, you've been selected as the Eden Prairie School Staff Member of the Year. Martin absolutely is the right person for this reward. He takes personal pride in his work and taking care of his teachers and the rest of the staff at Cedar Ridge.
Martin, what do you think of all this?
Well, thank you, and whoever nominated me.
So I had a bunch of people write really nice things about you. It says he creates a personal connection with every staff member he encounters. Martin has had an enormously positive impact on everyone he has met through his 15 years in Eden Prairie Schools. He's worked both as a custodian at Cedar Ridge and fills in as a bus driver when needed. He creates a personal connection with every staff member he encounters. Somebody in this room has won Foundation for Eden Prairie Schools Staff Member of the Year.
And that person is?
Linda Yelling.
There she is.
And you have won our Staff Person of the Year, and now I'm going to read to you some of the nice things they said about you. This says, Linda supports our students who are the ones in the high-risk category by offering her support to these students. One of her positive qualities is that she's always looking to find the good in others. During distance learning, Linda met directly with students in this class who were struggling with schoolwork. She taught mindfulness lessons and also helped students learn how to deal with stress. She also helped students one-on-one while they were learning from home to help them complete schoolwork and other assignments. She works very closely with parents and guardians also to ensure the most success possible for these students.
What do you think? I think it speaks to the culture that we have here that we were just talking about as we were welcoming a new team member, that CMS is incredibly strong in building supportive culture, and I could not do my job, which I just finished saying I absolutely love what I do, without the support and collegial interactions that I have every day that help me to grow and learn every single day to help children. I love what I do.
Congratulations to all the winners and nominees for the 2022 FEPS Legacy Awards. Thanks to all the sponsors and donors. Without them, none of this would be possible. We'll see you again next year.
I hope you all enjoyed meeting our Legacy Award winners. We want to thank them for the amazing work they do to help support and enhance the legacy of excellence in the Eden Prairie School District. Congratulations to all of you. You know, every year it is nearly impossible to decide on one winner for each category. However, this year you may have noticed that we broke from tradition and had the wonderful privilege of awarding 3 Staff Member of the Year Legacy Awards. Each of these winners represented an integral part of what makes Eden Prairie Schools so great, and the Legacy Awards Committee simply could not just pick just one. The multiple nominations coming in for each recipient, we chose to extend our gratitude and honor individuals that represent the glue that has kept our schools running smoothly during these challenging times. A school nurse, a bus driver, custodian, and a social worker, in addition to our teachers, school district volunteer, and community leader. Congratulations to all of you. You may wonder how FEPS, with a small staff of 2, accomplishes all of our initiatives. It truly is thanks to our incredible board of directors who are passionate about education, and they work nonstop for our students. More importantly, they are caring stewards of the funds that you and other financial supporters so generously provide. We especially thank our corporate mission sponsors and donors: 3M, ECMC Group, Danfoss Corporation, Knutson Construction, Royal Credit Union, Hallberg Engineering, Flagship Bank, and Vetter Design Group. Your support makes our work possible. Well, here we are at the end of our virtual gala, but the night can still carry on for you. The online auction is going on right now. Do you need a special gift for a loved one or just want to treat yourself? Check out the array of auction items donated by your favorite businesses around town. If you loved hearing about that tassel grant earlier in the program, you may be interested in a special opportunity to be the winning bidder of a first run t-shirt designed, made, and donated by the tassel students with their new state-of-the-art screen printing shop equipment. The online auction will be open through tomorrow, March 13th, until 8:00 p.m. So bid now and bid high to ensure that item is yours. Did you miss an opportunity to make a year-end donation? Get a head start this year and make your tax-deductible donation right now. We make it easy. Just turn on your phone's camera app, hold the phone steadily toward the QR code on your screen, scan it, and follow the prompts. Every donation in any amount is truly appreciated. Finally, before we leave your home tonight, I would like to give a huge thank you to all of our volunteers who have done an incredible job of bringing this fun evening to you. A magical thank you to magician Matt Dunn, who so generously took time out of his very busy schedule to entertain tonight. Of course, the evening would not have been possible without our gala sponsors. A heartfelt thank you to the Proudy Project for bringing Matt's magic to you as our entertainment sponsor, and to Eden Prairie Lifestyle for helping to recognize our Legacy Award winners as our Legacy Award sponsor this evening. And lastly, thank you for making that very personally impactful donation along with the winning bid in the online auction. So good night, and thank you for sharing this magical evening with us.